All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm gonna be covering my full macro progression for this lean bulk. So I've been lean bulking for 10 weeks. I'm gonna take you through that whole process as far as what my split has been, what my macros have been, and how I've progressed those macros over time. Hold on, Cora's chewing a mask. It's not for you to eat. All right, so the very first thing I'm gonna start out with is a physique update for you, and then if you stick around to the end, I'm gonna be doing a quick little Alphalete haul. Like, I know I already did one for this upcoming launch this Saturday, but I'm just gonna talk about this stuff a little bit, not cover like every colorway and everything. I'm just gonna show you each of the items that I have and just talk about them a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started with the physique update. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do like a relaxed versus flexed look, just like basic casual poses so you can see just full transparency. By the way, I weighed in at 204.4 pounds this morning. I'm 6 feet tall. So yeah, I'm gonna do a relaxed versus flex comparison, and then I'll actually hit my men's physique poses and stuff, and then we'll get into the macros and everything. Cool, so that's pretty much what I'm looking like. And I'll actually toss up a week 1 versus week 10 comparison so you guys can see the progression I made, because honestly, I'm really impressed with myself. I've done extremely well. Like, getting a coach really helped me just hold myself to that next level of accountability. Like, I've just been very, very consistent, not perfect, but consistent, and the results show. So that's super awesome. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take you into the macro progression, like where I started and everything. Cool, so I didn't wanna overwhelm you with a ton of writing on here, so I'm gonna start here. I was cutting, like, you know, we were in quarantine, and I was kinda cutting, but also just not really being consistent with tracking to begin with. So I didn't even put my macros here, but I know I was somewhere around 2,700-ish cals. And so, guys, when you're starting a bulk, okay, I'm assuming everybody wants to lean bulk, okay? I don't think anybody specifically wants to add a bunch of fat with their muscle. I think if we could choose, we'd all prefer to add just lean muscle mass. So, depending on where your calories are starting out is a big factor in what your progression is gonna be like. Because if you're consuming 2,700 calories, and I know I've bulked up at like 3,500 calories in the past, I don't want to jump straight up to those 3,500 calories, because then I'm going to pack on a lot of extra fat. And the reason being is that our metabolisms adjust as we're in a calorie deficit for extended periods of time. So your metabolism is slowing down based on your caloric intake. So we want to make small jumps in calories, typically like 200 to 300 calories here, okay? So my weekly goal is always to gain like half a pound. Like, I don't even go up to a pound per week, okay? Half a pound is ideal for lean gain. So if I was around 2,700 calories, we decided to bump me up to 2,900, so a jump of 200 calories. So we make just small incremental changes, very little fat gain. Okay, so I started at 240 grams of protein, 350 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat through weeks 1 and 2. Cool, so moving on to the next progression. As we got into weeks 3 and 4, you know, that initial jump up to 2,900 calories is essentially to determine my maintenance, right? And just like slowly work up, like I said, so we don't just blow up. So quickly after 2 weeks of that, it's like, okay, we're pretty much maintaining here. Let's go ahead and bump it up another 200 calories specifically from carbs. So you'll notice the other macros are the same, 240 protein, 60 fat, but then we go up from 350 grams of carbs to 400 grams just to emphasize performance, right? Carbs are gonna be your body's preferred source of energy, especially on your lifts. Not to mention it's gonna help with muscle fullness. So prioritizing carbs here, going up by 50 grams. That was for another 2 weeks. Quickly realized, okay, body adapts to that fairly quickly. Like this is right around my maintenance, I'd say, like 2,900 to 3,100 calories. My body responds very well there. So after week 4, we bumped it up to 3,300 calories, another 200 calorie increase. Again, mainly from carbs. So protein and fats are the same. Bumped it up 50 grams of carbs to be at 450. So my body was responding extremely well right here. So we've stuck with that from week 5 up until now. I just submitted my check-in today, and me and Nick are pretty much on the same page. We're definitely looking at increasing calories again up to 3,500 this week. Again, from carbs. So we're gonna be going up to 500 grams of carbs just to continue the process, right? So I was probably averaging weigh-ins like around 198 to 200 pounds. And now I'm like right around 204 to 205. And like my weight hasn't even been fluctuating very much this week. Like I'm maintaining right there. So that's a good indication that, hey, it's time to increase calories, okay? So I've gained a solid like 4 to 5 pounds in 10 weeks, which again is just ideal. Like that half a pound mark up per week is what you wanna shoot for when you're trying to obtain the leanest gains possible. And of course, this needs to be in unison with a well-structured strength training program, which I'm gonna cover here in just a second. I'm gonna write my split up here on the board and cover it for you. All right guys, so here is what my split is looking like. So I'm working out 6 days a week, roughly an hour and a half each session. We start Mondays off with leg days. Real men do this, all right? Real anybody does this because you gotta start the week off right with the hardest muscle group. It just sets the tone for the entire week. So the first leg day is gonna be more quad focused. Now, on both of these leg days, we incorporate a combination of heavy compounds, usually focus more in the early portion of the workout, and then we work into some more volume. But that first leg day on Monday is gonna be more quad focused, and then that second leg day on Thursday is gonna be more hamstring and glute focused. Now, when we move into our first push day, we still incorporate a combination of some slightly heavier lifts and some volume, but ultimately these first 2 days of push and pull are a little bit more volume focused. And then when we get into the chest and back day on Friday, it's less overall volume per muscle group, but we're really focusing on the heavy compounds, like getting down into like 5 reps, 6 to 8, like a little bit heavier stuff. And then Saturday we finish off with delts and arms, just volume, just really putting a heavy amount of metabolic stress on these muscle groups here, just to finish everything off. And then we go into our recovery day. Now, when it comes to your recovery day, for one, no matter how well trained you are, you need to be having at least 1 or 2 recovery days per week. Not to mention your split needs to be set up in a way like this where you're allowing proper recovery in between each workout before you get back to that same muscle group. Like recovery is a part of the program. And then one last thing I wanna leave you off with on the rest day is think of it more as like an active rest day, okay? It's gonna be better to, you know, get some good steps in, get some stretching in, like do some body maintenance so it helps you go into the week fresh. Now, the last thing I want to emphasize as far as your workout split here is it should not be changing week to week. Okay, you should build a week's worth or have your coach or whoever just have a plan, a well-structured plan that you're sticking with, a 1 week cycle. You know, typically it's going to be ideal to hit each muscle group twice per week. So within that week, workout A can be a little different than workout B, but then those workouts through the month, through 4 to 6 weeks, even up to 12 weeks, should be roughly the same. And this allows you to really track your progression, see what's working, and actually see how well you're improving, right? If you're changing everything week to week, you're gonna have no idea if you're pushing more weight, more reps, like you're just not gonna know. So overall, for the best progress, you wanna stick to a well-structured plan that stays roughly the same for at least 4 to 6 weeks. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's my macros, the progression, and then the current split I am using. Now I'm gonna just show you and talk a little bit about the upcoming Alphalete items launching, and then we're gonna go crush a workout. All right guys, so really quickly just to confirm my height and weight and stuff, I'm 6 feet tall, right around 205 pounds. So I wear mediums in all the bottoms and larges in all the tops. So these are the varsity shorts. You know, I've already shown you a couple colorways of these, but just to kind of describe them a little bit, they're more of a cotton blend, and I describe them as a hybrid between the Atlas shorts and the Identity. So it's a little bit more cotton like the Atlas shorts, but it's not quite as long or loose. And then it's not quite as like stretchy and tight fitting as the Identity joggers. It's like a tad looser than that, but also not quite as, it's like right in between. And personally, these are my favorite fitting shorts that Alphalete has come out with. I think they look the best. I think they fit the best. This drawstring is kind of interesting, to be honest. I think it's cool. I like it. It's different. Yeah, guys, these are the varsity shorts. All right, guys, so these are the varsity joggers. Again, more of like your cotton blend, like they have like a sweatpants feel on the inside, super soft, super laxed fit. And I think they look really good, man. These are the mediums. There's a couple different colorways in these. And I'm gonna show you larges as well, just because I know some people might not necessarily wanna like wear these out. Like the mediums fit the best for sure as far as looks. Like if I'm trying to go wear these to the gym to warm up, or it's a little bit colder or whatever, like I'm not gonna go wear these to the gym today, to be honest. Like it's a little bit toasty for me. But if I'm chilling at home or it's a little bit colder, these are what I'm gonna wear if I'm traveling, like going to the airport or a movie theater or something like that. This is what I'm gonna wear. Or, you know, going into a competition, when you're trying to protect your tan and stuff, I'm gonna wear these. Now, I'm gonna toss on these, the larges, just so you can see, like the large is what I would wear if I am just fat, Netflix and chilling. You know, like these, okay, I still kind of want to look good, all right. But now I'm gonna throw on these larges and show you all the difference. All right, so these are the larges. As you can see, it's a pretty significant difference. I'm like full on like gangster mode, you know what I'm saying? Like ready for my rap album, but these are seriously the most comfy things you could possibly wear. Like zero restriction, like full on sweatpants. So if you want a more fitted look, go with the mediums, like the true to size. If you want, you know, more of the super extra comfy look, then go one size up. Cool, so this is the Heather Charcoal Competition long sleeves. I showed you guys the black one. I wanted to show you the Heather Charcoal because this is my favorite, one of my favorite colorways in all the shirts dropping. I showed you the Heather Charcoal scoop neck as well. Again, just one of my favorite colorways. This is a cotton spandex blend, so you know, it has a good stretch to it. It feels good. I would wear this for warming up, or again, like I'm pretty sure this is why all this is dropping, is it's like for summer shredding a little bit, right? So like pre-competition, you're trying to protect your tan and stuff and keep warm. This is what this exact outfit is what I'd be wearing. So just to kind of show you, boom, fits really well, size large. Show you the cutoff. Cool, so this is the competition cutoff, again in Heather Charcoal, just because I wanted to show this badass colorway. The super dark, I'm gonna kind of scoot up there, the dark Alphalete symbol up there, it looks super cool. Just a tapered fit. All right, so next I'm gonna just show you a few of the different colors of the Essential Scoops, because honestly, this is one of my, probably the varsity shorts and the Essential Scoops are my favorite dropping. Like these new ones just fit so much better. I don't know if this is a lighter material either, but it just feels like light as a fucking feather. But it's just a longer scoop. It's better, it's tapered a lot better, and it fits the arms a lot better. Just all around amazing fit. Again, this is a large. I'm gonna show you two other colors that I didn't get to show you before. So this is that that light blue, sky blue. I don't know what it's called exactly. Just fits so damn well. Cool, so the blue was actually called Sea Breeze. This green color is called Shipwreck, which I think is just absolute fire. I'm not gonna spin around stuff, you know what it looks like, but yeah guys, the best fitting scoop I have worn thus far from Alphalete. And then I'm gonna show you some of the board shorts, and we'll close out the haul portion of the video. All right guys, so first up we have the Patriot board shorts. Now, unfortunately, I was shooting in the 31s, like the 31 size waist of these, and that was pretty damn snug, like not gonna lie, a little tight on my package, you know, but that would probably be what I wore on stage. 32s are what felt the most comfortable to me and like the best fitting overall. Like it fits the legs really well. It was like, that was probably what I would wear in general. Okay, now these are 33s. Pretty sure Alphalete just gave these to me by mistake. They still look really good, but they're normally gonna be like a tad more fitted and maybe like a hair higher, which I really like. So this is like one size too big for me, so keep that in mind. But overall, they still fit really well. Like this is a really comfortable fit. I would prefer them be just like a tad more fitted for my personal taste. But seriously guys, like when it comes to quality of board shorts, these things are insane. Like they feel incredibly soft, they look awesome, and they just fit extremely well. I'm gonna also go ahead and show you, like I'm gonna have Honda pop up a picture of me like in the photo shoot so you can kind of see the difference in how it fits a little bit, because it does look a little bit better when it's just a tad more fitted. It's a little bit loose down here just because I'm a size up. Okay guys, so these are the Vader, okay guys, so these are the Vader board shorts, AKA black, but Vader sounds cooler. Again, like they're a tad long. Like if I had the 32, I'm gonna go back obviously to Alphalete and get like the 31s or the 32s. But in the 32s, they're just a hair higher, which I really like. This is pretty much the fit. And I'll show you my favorites. All right, so these are probably some of my favorite board shorts, the radioactive, just the black and green. I think it looks fucking badass. But yeah guys, this is pretty much the board shorts. There's 6 other colorways dropping, 9 total. I'm gonna pop all the pictures on the screen now so you can kind of take a look at everything, both the men and the women's. Again, just to remind you, I wear a large in all the tops, mediums in all the bottoms, 32s in the board shorts is ideal. Remember, these are the 33s, so they're a little bit longer, a little bit looser. And I'm 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. So last thing, I'm gonna show you some of these hats coming out. All right, so we got just, you know, the typical dad hats here, dropping in a bunch of colorways. The new Proud But Never Satisfied is really cool, but you're pretty familiar with these. These are just new colorways, and I mean, it is like a denim style, which is really cool. But personally, I'm not like a huge fan of dad hats. What I'm excited about is the performance hat right here. So here is a close look at the performance hat. You can see it's this more like breathable material. I think it's gonna handle sweat really well. I think that looks, the way the logo is, looks super badass. And this is just more my style fit hat. So pretty excited about this. But that's gonna do with the haul portion of the video, guys. I really appreciate if you use my code JFIT. Everything launches Saturday, August 15th at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So again, I really appreciate your guys' support. I would not be here without you. You know, it only takes a couple seconds, but that couple seconds using my code JFIT just really means a lot to me, so thank you. So now we're gonna go hit a pull day workout so you kind of get a little glimpse of what that looks like. We're gonna train pretty intense here, and that'll close out the video, guys, so time to crush it.